Hello, this is TAW691 here once again. Gonna show you some of my new pickups this week. Picked up a lot of stuff on last week, as I explained in my other video, my last video, should I say. I picked up Thor, and of course, Thor's awesome. I didn't pick up the new Star Wars trilogy set. I'm going to kind of hold off for a while, and I'll get one eventually. Then, oh wait, what else did I get? Okay, on Friday, I picked up starfox64 3D. It's everything that starfox64 was, and times by, I'd say, about 10, 15, something like that. The graphics are just excellent. I mean, I don't play it completely through in 3D. Certain parts are just a little bit more awesome in 3D. Graphics are a lot more clear. If you've played the original starfox64, you know what I mean. Nothing's really pixelated, and I mean, it's not so blocky. Everything actually has a round shape to it. Well, not exactly a round shape, but it looks a lot more crisp, a lot more clear. And the good thing is that the touch screen in the bottom, I don't know if you remember, if anybody remembers, in the original starfox64, you had the little icon at the bottom of the screen that would show like whoever was talking to you and what they were saying and whatnot. Well, now they actually have that on the touch screen underneath, so you don't get distracted. You're like looking down at them, and something like comes towards you and whatnot. And of course, you have a 4-player battle mode. It's not too bad if you actually have 3 other people who will play it with you. I think you can go online. I'm not sure, but it's not too bad. They have another, it's a gyro control, as of which I have my 3DS here. When you would turn it, it would actually move whatever way you want and whatnot. And I've been playing it quite a bit. I've completed it already, of course, because if you take just the standard route, you complete it pretty quick. But then, of course, there's other planets that all depends. There's 2 different ways to go on each stage. I think the first stage, when you get to Falco, when there's somebody on his tail, you have to make sure that you shoot all the characters, or the enemies, should I say, that's attacking him. And if you destroy him at a certain time, and you make sure that he doesn't get, not killed, but to make sure that he doesn't fly off when he says, oh, I'm going to back off. You got to make sure you destroy all the enemies that's following him. And then you go through like a waterfall, and you face like another enemy. A different enemy. I've only ever done it, I think, 3 times on the original the N64 version. And then that takes you like on the outskirts of the actual other planets that's there. So, and then you can play it traditionally. It says Nintendo 64 version and whatnot. So, it's not bad. And on a side note, I have also went to Walmart, and I was looking around, and I just happened to find they made another version of a Captain America figure, but except for it's now Steve Rogers, his real name, Captain America. And of course, I think he would be an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something. I don't know the whole storyline. I think when Bucky finally became, well, when he became Captain America, when the original Captain America was thought to be dead, he takes over as the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is not too bad. On his resume, it's pretty good, you might say. And then I picked up this. This is something that it's very strange when you watch it. It's almost like watching just an animated comic book. It's called Thor and Loki, Blood Brothers. And of course, with Thor just coming out on DVD, this was only $10 at Walmart. And the artwork is just awesome in this. I mean, it's just amazing. It's just super, super freaking detailed. Let me just take the disc out. And of course, again, they show you the same picture of Thor on the inside as they do on the back. Just different background. And it's in, I think, 3 parts. I only watched 2 parts because I watched it pretty late and I was kind of like getting a little tired. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's something that would take you all by surprise if you wouldn't actually know where Thor or Loki, or even who Thor or Loki even is. And this is from the Marvel Knights series, so it's a little bit different than the standard storyline and story, should I say. Anyway, of course, the master of shock rock, the only, or should I say, the very first guy to bring shock rock into the mainstream, has brought out a new album. It would be Alice Cooper. It's called Welcome to My Nightmare. It's not bad. There's certain tracks on here that actually take you back to his early days, which is actually not something that a lot of bands are doing now. They're kind of like going back to the way they used to write songs. They have like lyrics that are much more catchier. They stick with you, you know. And even after you listen to the song for a couple times and whatnot, you actually hear it in your head. And even almost like if you were to hear an instrumental version of it, you would actually hear the lyrics in your head. Very strange. And then, of course, on the inside, they show you the old cover for one of his older albums. And, yeah, my brother originally got me into Alice Cooper years ago, when I was a kid. Yeah, of all people. But, nah, he's not too bad. And then, of course, I only have just the Alice Cooper box set. It's called The Life and Times of Alice Cooper. There's a lot of stuff on there that typically is forgotten and whatnot. And I picked up this just because I've always liked Alice Cooper. I picked this up also for $9. It's the Best of Alice Cooper, Mascara of Monsters. Of course, I have to replace the case because it's a little broke. Figures. But, yeah. And then this coincides with the box that I just explained to you about. This has like a lot of favorites, like I'm 18. Let's see, School's Out. Of course, everybody knows that. No More Mr. Nice Guy. $1 Billion Babies. Welcome to My Nightmare. Poison, of course. This one has 22 tracks on it, so there's like a lot of stuff that from his older days all the way up like through the 80s mostly. But yeah, I've always liked Alice Cooper. Along with like Rob Zombie and, you know, shock rock stuff. I figure since it's Halloween, or it's going to be Halloween soon, I figure, why not? You know, get into the mood. Okay, that's all I got this past week. I want to start working on my Elvira pretty soon. and a few other things I want to start doing. When I start getting that built up, I may start just filming just as I'm going through it and whatnot, how the progress is going and everything. I want to have it done by Halloween. But anyway, this is TAW691 signing off. Until next video, I'll see you.